Mm, yeah. What is going on? Reconnecting. Why? Mm-mm-mm-mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I just started, so nothing as of yet. But I'm trying something a little bit different. Got a chatterbait hotel. See if that's gonna work. Don't know if I got the right color, but I did bring my bait caster just in case. AT&T's been kind of spotty today, so I've had to reconnect this like a couple of times. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, what up? MVZ. Do I like fishing? Yeah, I do actually. I was debating, do I want to go bass fishing or saltwater fishing, but again, with this being literally right behind my house, like just to prove to you, like my house is fish. All right. Yeah, no. Fish where you can. Get it where you can. I'm on the coast of Carolina, North Carolina, so it makes it a little bit easy to get fishing in saltwater wise. Appreciate the likes, y'all. It's been a minute. I was gone for like 2 weeks. I was in Orlando, but just trying to get back into the rhythm. Popping cork, but not popping cork, but like bobber and treble hook. They do a little bit of catfishing, but I don't feel like splitting the difference. So I'm keeping it simple. I brought 2 rod and reels, chatterbait, and then I have a Texas rig. with a worm on it. I did bring some other lures just in case I want to switch out. As far as like plastic goes. Mm-mm. I'm see how long I can fish. Hope I can catch something before the bugs eat me alive. What, 7:12 right now? All right, got a little bit of time. So in my back here, this is natural water. There is bass, um, carp, catfish, brim, and supposedly garfish, which I've never caught or seen, but someone else that, I mean, plenty of people fish back here in the neighborhood, so there's garfish in this pond here too. So yeah, again, just fishing with a chatterbait, nothing serious with a paddle tail on this here. I'm a much better saltwater fisherman as far as inshore goes, not offshore. So, yeah, I hear you, man. Appreciate it. Um, mm, 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 that is it's called a chatterbait. You pair it with a soft plastic, and it's this chatter underwater that attracts us, hopefully. Yo, 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 yo. Trying not to get myself caught on any bottom here. Quick drink. Mm. Man, I do have jig heads, but at the same time, I don't use them out here. I'm gonna be a little selective with my. Oh no, what's this? What's going on here? All right, fixed it. I don't see this alligator. Bum, 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 bum. mm. I didn't get any fish. No fish yet. No fish. I'm just fishing at the moment. Nothing's been caught. It's like my internet's good, but it's not that good. Spotty at best today. See, with bass fishing, you gotta be a little more patient. That's what I learned. I could be just bad at it, but that's why I fish, so I can get better. Mm-mm-mm. Just trying to get caught on this nasty weed that's right in front of me. I get weird going live sometimes, but then, no lie, there's definitely this girl over here to the left of me that is, I don't know what they, I don't know what the correct term is. I've seen it before, but she's riding on a fake horse. So if she can do that, I can go live and not be self conscious about it. Props to her. Come on, come on. But you're doing a lot of running, which is kind of crazy. I would imagine it's kind of, I guess, it's good exercise. Mm-mm. All right, now let's take an interest in this. I'm gonna switch it. Time to switch it up. I'm gonna go with the baitcaster. Mm-mm-mm. So again, Texas rig here. This is like a pumpkin color. I don't even know where I got this from, but we're gonna give it a whirl. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 20 minutes in, no fish on yet. Any moment. The sun's setting behind me, or to the right of me. It's a little overcast. Mm-mm-mm. That was a tree limb. Just a tree limb. Where are you fishing at? I am fishing in my neighborhood it's a natural pond. That's right behind my house, actually. So there's this little retention pond behind me. Neighborhood houses. That's my house, right there, backyard. So state-wise, North Carolina. On the East Coast. So my channel consists of either me fishing back here and trying to catch fish to um, saltwater fishing, and that will either consist of the Intercoastal Waterway, Atlantic Ocean to Cape Fear River. Mm. And then on my channel also, I love gardening, so my channel is just basically, not basically, it is about fishing, gardening, and boating. So I will share content as it relates to those three subject matters with some things in between and just on what I like and enjoy as well in between. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I appreciate the likes. Thank you. Like I said, I've been off for a couple weeks. I was out of town. Got to go to Disney. Got to do some futsal, soccer. But I'm just trying to get back into the groove of going live more frequently and just keep sharing more content. In a perfect world, I'll go live like every day, but that doesn't happen always. But if I wake up early tomorrow, I'm going to go saltwater fishing on the boat. Like I said, maybe like at sunrise, which is around like 6:45, 7 o'clock. I just have to check what the tide is doing, because either I got to catch bait, or hopefully there's bait in the bait bin that's next to my slip. I have a really cool dock neighbor that allows me to use his bait bin as long as I replenish bait with it, so it's kind of actually nice. It can take like easily like an hour, if not longer, trying to find bait, and it may not even be enough bait, depending on what time of the day and what the tide is looking like. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That sounds like a dream. 100 acres. Um, I used to visit Indiana quite a lot for my job, visiting schools. I want to say maybe University of Southern Indiana is maybe one of the schools I went to visit at one point in my career. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got one big garden, but I got a bunch of raised beds, like 3x6 raised beds. There's something in my eye. It's kind of quiet out here right now in terms of I don't see any fish jumping, and normally it's what 7:30. I think it'd be a little more active. Again, I don't know if it's the color, but no telling, no telling. I'm gonna reel this in and walk it down. Let's go for a quick walk. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, no, I wish I had a watering system, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind waking up early and watering by hand, and for the most part, everything seems to hold up. Just um, the only issue I have is we can go on vacation for 2 weeks and everything is hmm, basically got to start over. All right, love that. I have a knot in this. I really need to fix it. I've been saying this for the past like 2 weeks, but I just don't feel like cutting the line quite yet. All right, so Bum, bum, bum. Mm-mm. Probably like eyelash or something in my eye. Like, I don't know if you can see in the background, but there's. I'm fishing for bass right now. Bass is what I'm hoping to catch. That is what I'm set up for. I was gonna bring the little bobber fishing rod and reel with the little um, sinker weights on them, just to see if I can catch like catfish or something with some chicken liver. But I'm gonna save that for a different day because I still need to mix the Jello that I bought with the chicken liver, which I haven't done that yet. Mm, 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 mm. So out of this here, I wouldn't necessarily eat the fish. Um, just because again, this is a residential neighborhood, and even though this is natural, there is still runoff that you have from the drainage that feeds into the retention here. But I do when I do saltwater fishing, yeah, like red drum, speckled trout, black drum, blue crabs. I mean, flounder. I mean, there's endless possibilities when it comes to saltwater fishing. And most things are in season with the exception of flounder this year. Uh, I believe we have four 4 days for flounder season that they've added, where originally it was 0, but it's in I think inland waters. So I have to double check and make sure which waterways are that's near me that will allow me to fish for flounder come September. Snapper, like yes, but our season's so short. Like I think it's only like a weekend for like red snapper in I think July. I want to say July like 17th, 18th. I think was our weekend for snapper here. So it's kind of crazy. That's assuming you have great conditions to even go that far off, which would be like hour and a half boat ride if they're that close inshore or offshore. Mm. Come on, fishy fish. This kills me every time. Come on, I see where the backlash is. Yeah, what was that? Nah, this is great. This is a delicious fish for sure. And I'm pretty sure their season is very much different in Florida than ours here in North Carolina. Oh, this is crazy. I see where the backlash happened, but come on, come on. All right, I think I fixed it. I did fix it. All right, there's just this crazy knot. Yeah, like even South Carolina, which is maybe a 30-minute drive, has a different flounder. Like you can fish for flounder all year long. Whereas here, it was closed for this year, and they decided to open it up for 4 days. But those 4 days are broken up into like September 1st and 2nd, and then the 7th and 8th of September. And you can only keep one. So if that is going to be true, then it's going to be kind of crazy out here in terms of people just trying to take advantage of the small window that they do have. Ooh, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Ooh. Just when I was thinking this was gonna work. Fish on, fish on. See, nice little bass. Let me get it off the hook. Easy there, partner. Not no personal bass. Come on, come on, come on. Getting grass all over yourself. Acting like a crazy person. See. Caught one finally. See if I can do this right. I'm gonna take this off the. So yeah, now I gotta find a place where I can get them out in the water without getting my shoes all soaking wet. I'm gonna flip my camera around while I release them. All right, so. All right, that was with the purple. Was it It was a pumpkin color zoom worm. So 36 minutes into this live, finally caught a fish. Yeah. What did I just do? No, I don't want nothing. All right, here we go. I'm hitting buttons. All right, let's fix the bait. That was off the Texas rig. Texas rig. Let's get you guys back on the hook. That's exciting. So yeah, again, this is the color. So what I usually grow in my garden, I got. Where do I start? So in my garden, I have 18 18 3x6 raised beds with like 7 4x2 beds. All right, so, and then a bunch of grow bags. And so in my garden this year, what I did a little different was I tried to grow a variety of tomatoes as far as like cutting, like slicing to canning to um, cherry grape tomatoes, bell peppers, cayenne, jalapeno, like spicy peppers. I grew a bunch of loofahs. We had some crazy winds that blew it down, but I harvest like maybe 15 loofahs, which are like mass. They're like massive. And then What else? To name a few: corn, okra, zucchini, squash, cucumbers, a bunch of herbs. I have red potatoes, sweet potatoes. I have a bunch of like cut flowers, like zinnias. So we are catching bass. I just caught a bass like 36 minutes into this live. Wasn't like a PB, but it was a fish. And it was off a Texas rig. It was like a bat there flying. But anyways, I'm trying to think what else I had in my garden. Sunflowers, celery, um, corn, sweet corn, entire bed of basil. So yeah, um, I had a lot going on in the garden this year. Part of it too is I set up a veggie stand in my neighborhood, like at the end of my cul-de-sac, and I also have the ability to sell like wholesale to restaurants and stores. So I'm kind of figuring out this whole market garden approach and what works, what doesn't work, while also growing for the family. Oh yeah, garlic and white onions was another thing that I grew. So yeah, quite a lot actually. Oh nice. Someone was t- I'm definitely gonna look into like more cut flowers. Like zinnias are super easy and they're beautiful flowers, and I've been getting into like saving seeds too, just because seeds are expensive depending on what you kind of vegetables you're growing. So, ooh, another I got off. I got off. Dang, that was a good hit. I didn't set the hook. Let me check my bait. That was another good hit. So, being in North Carolina, we still got a lot of warm, hot days here. So I'm definitely gonna try to grow. That's why this is not sitting nice. I still can grow tomatoes. What else can I still grow? Peppers, green beans, another thing I have. So, and again, the reason why I do all that is just because, again, when you have fresh vegetables paired with fresh fish, it's a winning combination. So, um, I just like to share all the things I like to do and enjoy. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Garlic's so easy to grow. Just gotta be patient. Am I caught on the bottom or something? That bottom? What was that? I don't know what that was. That was pretty wild. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't know what that was. That was pretty wild. I know what this is, but all right. There's a lot of Christmas trees in this. Yo, come on. This worm is taking a beat. Okay. Let's see if we can get another big bite out of it. So, okay. Same. Fall. And then harvest late May, July. Zone 8A. I hope that's not a tree limb. Some got snagged there. Oh, I try to take advantage of it for sure. I mean, I try to grow everything from seeds. I would say probably 98% of what I grow in my garden is seeds. I try to keep everything as organic as I possibly can. So between the gardening, right, I also have charter business that I started. It's called Out Island Charters. I started last season. This is my second full boating season that I have. So I don't do it full time, but I hope between this and everything else in between that I do, that find the right balance, and just as long as I'm able to enjoy it, I'll keep doing it. Um, so I actually have some fruit trees. I do have a Meyer lemon, which do really well here. I didn't realize it takes forever for those things to mature. So I have like maybe I have a bunch of. They look like they're almost like they look like limes, but I guess it takes like months and months for them to turn yellow. Like I had to look that up, and then I got fig trees. I have a couple of apple trees, Gala and Granny Smith, a nectarine, and then a tangerine. Oh, mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, and I also have 9 chickens. Right, but yeah, I'm trying for bass with a Texas rig. I caught one 36 minutes into the live. It wasn't breaking any records, but it was nice to get one on the line. And I just had another hit, but I did not set the hook. I was trying with the chatterbait, no luck there. Mm-mm-mm. That is definitely a bat. I'm about to figure out dinner plans here soon. Thinking some Thai food. Also, if anyone hasn't yet, I highly recommend go see Deadpool and Wolverine if you're into that. It was amazing. Maybe it's a bird. That's what it is, not a bat. I misspoke. Yeah, your phone's always listening or watching. I'm convinced of it. And now, because you typed it, now you're gonna give me more fishing content. That's pretty awesome. I hope they get there someday. I In a perfect world, if I could have access to water and a piece of property where I can do what I want, that is the dream. I just can't give up being able to get to the ocean. Like, this is nice, don't get me wrong. And I've enjoyed this for like 15 years. But you can't beat the salt water, the sand, and just being able to go places that no one gets to go to because it's not accessible other than by like boat. Not to mention, too, arguably some of the best fishing that you can do inshore. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's a timing thing right now. So, thank you. I promise you that. But in the meantime, I'll fish, I'll garden, I will take my boat out for rides, and honestly, those are my happy places. So, yeah, I told myself I would never, as long as I live here, I would not ever not have a boat. And partly the reason why I got my captain's license was because, I have friends that come down, that are more landlocked, don't have access. They don't have a beach. It's like 10 minutes away, and so it's just nice to be able to take your friends out, have them enjoy it. But then, I realize there's a lot of people here that don't get that opportunity. It costs like an arm and a leg to park at the beach. Parking's absolutely terrible. So, at some point, able to do it and find ways to cover my costs. I have no problem taking people out. It's just if it makes sense. I think it's crazy that people don't get to enjoy that. And honestly, I've taken people to what is it? I've taken people that have like in their 90, 80s, 90s, and that's the first time I've ever been out, like on our waterway and around like Masonboro and stuff, and it's just mind-boggling. That I literally can experience it anytime I want to. I was just there yesterday, so it's like, so I'm gonna take full advantage of it, and if I can help someone create a core memory, I'm all for it. How much time we got? How much? You know, I live in, I guess you would consider the county. Um, I live in the county, but ironically, there's a lot of, I guess they would be considered towns or not necessarily a city that are along much of the beachfront here between North Carolina and South Carolina. But with that comes obviously any property you look at, and if it has a space, eh, let's just say even an acre, right? It's going to be a premium. You're going to pay for that. Mm-mm. No, I wouldn't say outskirts. I mean, it's still within the. I say within the city, but we're classified as under the county. I guess certain things are under the city, other things are under the county. I'll put it like that. But I'm sure that'll be changing here in the near future, just the way things are building up around here, and from like a real estate development standpoint. Yeah, we have state taxes. It's crazy, unlike other states. But I'm gonna try this side here. I got like 6 minutes. 6 minutes to see what I can do. Maybe less than 6 minutes. I keep doing this to my reel. Mm-mm-mm-mm. What time is it? 8 o'clock. All right. I don't know what time that place closed. Whew. Surprisingly, the bugs are not killing me, but my reel is. There's one. Ooh! Oh my! While in the midst of adjusting the backlash, I had a hit, and then it got off the line. That's crazy. Mm. Uh, 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 uh. See, I was gonna sit on the dock today and just have a lawn chair, a beach chair, and a couple of lines, and throw it out. I might be doing that with my homie later in the week. But come on, let's see if we get one more fish on. It's like the fish knew that I was not ready to reel it in. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Come on. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That's bottom. Come on, come on. That was a decent cast. Mm, 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 mm. Where we at? Where we at? What? 58 minutes. All right. All right. I'm gonna be hopping off my live here shortly, but I appreciate everyone hanging out with me. I did catch one fish, and that felt really good. So would have liked it to be more. That's kind of weird. But if you're into fishing, boating, and like gardening content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I try to go live. My goal is at least every day to get on live, but if I'm busy and tied up, it doesn't always happen that way. But either I'm coming live from my garden, or I'm live back here, or I'm live on the boat, one way or another. Yeah, I appreciate Cara. Thank you. Thank you for the sub, Cara. So yeah, if you just like watching fishing and with occasionally catching something on the line, you're in the right place. So also, I did put a link to my charter business. Definitely check me out. Like I said, I provide private boat charters, not just fishing, but like pleasure rides, and basically whatever guests want to do on the boat, as long as it's safe. But check it out. It's called Out East Island Charters, and yeah. For those who stuck around, I appreciate it. For those that pop in, thank you. And for the likes, I appreciate it. But I'm gonna figure out my dinner plans, and maybe I'll catch everybody tomorrow morning if I decide not to sleep in. So again, thanks for hanging out. I will see you the next time I'm on here. Peace.